Right. Non-duality. Non-duality is not, there's only one. What does it mean? Normally when we are in the before and after, there's time, and saying there's only one, not having any opposites. So this is a new meeting. It's a new way of not a way. It's another possibility, you could say that. Talking about another possibility out of the story. This is not talking in the story. This is talking in the story. This is amazing. It's like it's talking in the story, and in the same time they're saying no, there is no story. So this is not comprehensible. There can be an understanding, and it can be clear what we are talking about. And even that, this talking is not about understanding or being clear. It has nothing to do with that. Oh, there's something going on? Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. There's okay. 1 moment. There's something not going not right, so I have to admit all. And then John has to come back. Oh, God. So 1 moment, I will just help John to get in the meeting again. Then he can do the entering. And I see why. I'm very technical. You'll see that. Oh my God. Just waiting for John to come in. I don't see him.
Ik zit er al in.
Oh, you sit er al in. God. Now I have to make you co-host. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Right. Wait. Make co-host. Okay. Yeah, I did it. Whoa.
Thank you.
And then, okay. Close and the chats. Okay. So. Okay, so I don't know anymore what I was talking about, of course. Start again. God. Suddenly, what is this? This is not knowing. So you can't prepare. There's nothing. There's only nothing. There's not knowing. There's what is. And so this talking, this message, it's not even a message. It's so simple. It's what it is. There can be talking, it can be sitting, a table. There's no one. There's already no one. So there's nothing happening for anyone. There's exactly what is seen, what is felt, what is heard. That's what's happening. And at the same time, it's also an appearance. It's not real. Nothing is real. When there's feeling I am here, I'm someone, and this is my life happening and circumstances, then everything seems real and solid and is very convincing and really real, and I have to make my life work and earn money, have responsibility. Everything is happening in time. And there's this talking, there's no one. But not only there's no one, it's also saying there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. It's an appearance. It's happening, but it's apparently happening. So it seems like tables and bodies and streets. It's an appearance, not real. And it's only this, there's no time. And when there's no time, it's not only there's no Wednesday, but there's nothing before and nothing after this. That's it. No story. When there's me, then there's a story. Me is the story. Oh, this is happening, and why is it happening to me? And what is going on? And what do I feel? What's going on here? And I should do that. All that is a dream of me, trying to make your life work, trying to feel happy, not to feel pain. This is talking about it's everything. There's no escape. There's no one. There's no one to escape. There's no escape. It's everything. There can be feelings, but they are not happening to you. They're happening in space. There's no you. There's no real body. There's no individual. Everything's apparently happening, energy, bodies. Well, that's it. It's going nowhere, no meaning at all. And when there's people, what's the meaning of life? It has to be a meaning. Everything is in time. When there's saying there's no time, falls away. It's no development, no hope, nothing. Nothing is left. Nothing. There is everything. It's apparently everything. So there's no need for choosing because it's everything already. It's aliveness. It doesn't matter what it is. It's one. So it doesn't matter what it is. It can be a chair, or it can be a body, it can be pain. It's that for no one. So there's no one. There's already no one. So there's also in this meeting, it's going nowhere. There's no need to follow this meeting, to hear what is said. There's no need for anything because it's already complete as it is. It doesn't matter how it is. That what's happening. If there are a lot of thoughts, then there are a lot of thoughts. It's not your thoughts. It's not you doing it. There's a lot of thoughts happening. Yeah, so what? Doesn't matter what it is. It's everything. That's the joy. That's the freedom. Nothing is better than anything else. It's everything. We can talk about that. Maybe there are questions, and maybe there are questions in the story. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's not saying to you. It's not about saying that to yourself, because that I hear a lot of people doing that, like it is what it is and nothing matters and things like that. When that there's a saying to yourself, it's a new concept. So it has nothing to do with a new concept or learning that or trying to say that to yourself. It's already what's going on. Can be patterns, then there are patterns. It's not a pattern, it's what is happening. So there can be a pattern, but there's looking. When there's me, there's looking at yourself and noticing what's going on and looking in time and thinking in time and seeing, oh, this is happening and should I do it differently, or I always do that in the same way and maybe it's better to do something else. No, nothing is better than anything else. That's amazing. Nothing is better than anything else. There's no right or wrong. It's what it is already. That's the freedom. It's already what is. It's already complete as it is. That's the freedom. There's no need to look for it, no need to follow this or understand where you fall asleep. Then there's falling asleep, yeah? Then that's what's happening. That's the freedom. Can't be wrong. It's already that. It's already unconditional love. For no one, but it's unconditional love. The only thing there is unconditional love. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. A lot of thoughts. Yeah, then they're thoughting. That's the energy. And we can talk about this, and when there are questions in the story, then there's questions in the story, or whatever is said, we can talk about it and we'll see what's happening. And there's somebody in the waiting room, John. Yeah. There's also nothing special about this. I'm not special. No one is special. It's very simple and ordinary. What is? They can be talking about anything. It doesn't matter what the talking is about. That's amazing. That's the freedom. There are no rules. It's unconditional. It's everything. So whatever is happening is it.
Hey, Rose.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. So you said that there is nothing special about this. And in fact, there is no difference if there is a me hanging around, an apparent me hanging around or not. And I've heard that said several times. The mind here can't possibly comprehend that. Because it seems to me like the lack of me, the lack of the drama of me would be such a relief here. But you say that there is no relief really, because there is no me to experience it, or I don't know if you could explain a little bit how come that there is no difference when the apparent me drops, like nothing changes? I'm not sure how to explain it because it comes from the setup of the me, the question, but I mean, if you were given, hypothetically speaking, if you're given the choice, not that you don't exist, but if the choice of getting back into the drama of the me would show up, would you not have a preference to not choose that? I think it's frozen, right? Oh, yeah, we don't hear Rose anymore. Can anyone?
Thing, it's normal, and it's make it right. That's the whole me. Oh, it's completely gone again. What is going on here?
Yeah, well, I didn't hear anything you said, Rose. If you could just start over. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. There was something not right. Okay, because now the meeting is just started again. Okay. Oh my God, this kept happening. Wait, oh my God.
Ik heb je gespotlight nu.
I'm spotlighted. Okay, that's okay. Wait, no, because I only saw myself. I don't want that. Okay, I start again. Oh, there was something going wrong with the
Moet je nou
internet.
gespotlight blijven of niet?
Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, start again. When there's me and I'm here and I'm in my life and happening with circumstances and other people and seeing that, there's two. Yeah. And that's what I also said already in the beginning. Then when there's two, I don't know if I said this, but when there's two, I'm here, and there's also that noticing that I'm looking at myself and this is awful, this is nice, I like this, or do I do the right thing, and all that. So that's part of that whole construct, but we're so used to that. Seems to the normal way to be busy with what's going on and how can I deal with it and what's the best way and all that. That's what I call me. Me is that feeling, or that belief, you could say belief, but it's embodied. It's not only in the mind. That I have a free will and choice to make things better, because there's something going on, like there's something not right. And with my free will and choice, I can make my life work and make it right and do the right thing and all that. But that's a curse also, because when people are in that and you can do it wrong, it's a disappointing, it's a struggle, there's a lot of things going on. It's a dream. It seems the only thing there is, and we are busy with that the whole day, what's going on. And in the same time, it's a dream. There's only what's happening. And that's crazy, because we are so looking for solutions or another way in the story about what's going on and to feel better about myself or about circumstances or the world. Just completely out of the story, talking not about how we can get a better life or what you can do or not do. It's not seeing that there's someone. And when there's no one, then it seems like when you feel like I'm someone and I can't hear what it is that there's no one, because it seems like, oh, when there's no one, that would be wonderful, that all the trouble and all that thinking and all that is gone. So there seems a lot of difference in that. The strange thing is, it's the same. There's what's happening. The only thing, maybe there's something extra, is when there's me, they're thinking or believing, this is not it. This is not yet it. Like what Roes has, that's it. what I have or what here is happening. That's not it, something like that. So me will always compare it with something and making up something about Rose or me or how you say it. That in the case, there's no Rose. There's life of Rose. There is no Rose. There's what's happening. So there's nothing happening to Rose or to me. There's only what's happening. That's already everywhere. But it's so convincing that it's happening to you. And then you want to get rid of you. Or maybe that's maybe the solution, because we try a lot of things. And maybe that's the trouble, that there's me. The funny thing is when it's, that's so strange to talk about. Like when suddenly that whole thing, like being busy with that, stopped, it was very obvious there never was a me. It was never already there. But it's so convincing and so busy with it, so it doesn't drop. There was already, it's very obvious that there's already no me, but it's no big deal. Oh my God, it's so crazy. So you can't make an image of it, because it will always be, there will be something else as what is. Me doesn't want this. No, it's difficult to say, but when you want to feel good, but you don't want to feel not good or pain or that. That's me saying this is better than that. When that's not there anymore, it's everything. So there's no choice. There's also no escape. There's nothing going on like, oh, I don't like it. What can I do? That whole construct is lost, could say. It's not coming. So when there's a feeling, then it's full on, or whatever it's happening. It's already like that, but we think we can do, or we have to do something about it.
So thank you, Rose. That was really nice. So when you say that this whole construct is this isn't it, and I don't like it, and I want something different, if it doesn't arise anymore after the dropping of the me, you wouldn't call that a difference, because it is slightly different from. So what I'm saying is that it's not for anybody, but what appears to happen is interpreted by the me. When interpreted by the me is painful, and when there is no interpretation, then it's just what it is. So the filter of the me is the suffering.
But what is also gone with when me is not there, but also when that everything, when it's lost, there's also no noticing. The awareness is also not there. So it's not that when there's me, there's always comparing with before and with other people and with that, and seeing this better or nice or what you want. Then that's dropped too. So there's no noticing this. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what, when you asked me about yesterday, oh, that's already difficult. It's that's so lost. That's not even, we are so used to be busy with all that comparing or all that. And when that whole awareness, that noticing isn't there, then a difference, I don't know a difference. I can't say what's, now they're sitting or something. Yeah, sitting. But that's it. What was 10 minutes ago? I don't know, or something like that, or before. So I can't compare. That's lost.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I get a heart. It's for me, I think. No, I don't know. For us. For your question. Yeah. So when there are no questions, then that's it. There's nothing going on here about knowing or something. Because when there's a question or when somebody is saying something, there can be a response and it comes from nothing. It's the same, like the question is also coming from nothing, but it's that. And then it stops and then nothing again, or sitting maybe, or seeing a table.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
So after the apparent dropping of the me, do ideas of good or bad still arise?
Yeah, that can be information and saying, oh, that's not good or something like that, but it's not really. No, there's no noticing. So there's nothing going on. Like maybe in a discussion and that we're talking about anything and we say, that's awful and all that, but it's just talking about that and it's just nothing. When there's arising pain or certain feelings, then there's nothing going on about that. So it doesn't arise, oh, do I like this or what is this or all that. That doesn't arise. It's fine. It's only that feeling. So there's also that sounds nice, but in a way, it's also no escape. There's nothing going on to get out of it, something like that. It can be strong or not so strong. It's different, of course.
Thank you.
There's no right and wrong. It's not only in the mind, or it's like, oh, it's very clear there's no right and wrong. No, it's not clear at all. Or it is, maybe it's clear, but it's energetic. It's not about being clear about there's no right and wrong. That's a bit that can be clear, but that's like understanding. This is more embodied. Could say that embodied. No, energetic. It's lost. That whole awareness is lost. So there's nothing going on about like it or not like it or right and wrong. No. Also not here, but not also from in the surroundings or other people or things like that. It's not. It's just not coming. I can't do anything about that, but it's just not there. It's everything. So it doesn't matter what somebody is doing or not doing. It's not about right and wrong. It's about that's it. Maybe there's a feeling, and that's a feeling. There can be a talking about that, but it has nothing to do with right and wrong. How can we think that we know what's right and what's wrong? It's amazing. Some people say, "Hey, this is right." No, that's wrong. It's endless. It's
So what you're saying is that it may arise in conversations with other people, but you don't believe in whatever it said. You don't take it as true.
yeah. Yeah, it's not so serious. It's not serious. It's just a chit chat. Could say that, like a discussion, and then saying, talking like that, and then it's just nothing. No seriousness in that. No, no. Or truth. No, no. Mm. nothing, a lot of going on like in the internet, I think, or not? Or, I don't know. There is also there can be talking about how does Rose how how is the life of Rose and how does she do this and or that. It's confusing because there's no Rose. There's nothing going on. It's not only here, but we think this is a body, this is a real body, and things are happening and how you deal with that. That's the normal way how we do things. So when there's somebody saying, oh, there's no me, then there are questions like, oh, there's Rose and she has a life. And how does she deal with this? And how does she deal now with that? It's not like that. It's not even like, so that's even more incomprehensible. There can be a talking and a saying like that. But in the same time, there's no Rose. Everything is lost. So there's also no Rose. And that's, we are so convinced that then maybe there's no me, but the body is real. No, the body is also not real. It's an appearance. So there's nothing happening. There's all appearance of bodies and tables and a head like that. That's everything. There's no life of Rose. There's this, apparently this, and that's it. So that's completely out of that story. You can't even imagine how that is. Because we're always trying to make an image in the story. How is that? And what we know and all what we experience. It's you can't even image that or things like that. No. And in the same time, it's so ordinary and simple. It's nothing special at all. Nobody sees it when I'm walking in the shop. Nobody like, oh, there's Rose. No, of course not. No. There's nothing special about this. Hmm. Uh, It's energetic. So it's also not in the words. There can be an understanding, but it's not only in the words. It's energetic what's going on, and that whole thing about right and wrong. When there are no answers, when it's going nowhere, and there's never is something like you have to change or think what can you do or think like when that's not happening, and then that's energetically doing something, you could say that, something like that. So I don't know what it is, but there can be that's the strongest thing of this meeting, the energy. It's going nowhere. There are no solutions, there are no answers. There's already completeness, and it's nothing needs to be changed. That's amazing. But it's not only the words, it's in every answer of every talking is that. So every question hits the wall, could say that. So, and that me is always busy with trying to find answer, being busy, doing. And then suddenly, bong, bong. Oh, something like that. Can be a relief or can be a fight, whatever. Mm. It's every behavior. That's amazing. We always say, this is not good, I should do that or that. And then there's hearing, oh, it's every behavior. There's no behavior that's wrong. Nothing in that. How is that possible? Well, it's the only thing there is. It's behavior in a certain way, yeah? So it's going nowhere. Oh.
You just answered the question I didn't ask, Rose. So what I wanted to ask was if the character of Rose, the appearance of Rose, if she finds it difficult to listen to other people's stories and dramas and positions that this is right and this is wrong. So, but you just said that it's not wrong, whatever behavior a parent, different character has. It's just what's happening. So you're not, I mean, you're not feeling pulled to move away from other people's, other me's dramas or.
No. It's much more normal. No. No, not trying to convince other people of what I'm saying here. Now, of course, that's not happening, but it can be irritation, and sometimes it's not. It's energetic, but that's the same everywhere. It's energetic. So it has nothing to do with a me or that I am choosing that or things like that. There can be irritation or thinking, oh my God, and not saying it. It's normal. It's the same in that sense. Yeah. But it's not what it's not coming on top of that is like, oh, I shouldn't do that. Something like that. That's the difference. Hmm. Oh wait, the chat. I have to make the chat. Okay. So when there's nothing wrong, a coach is not necessary. No, nothing is necessary. It's also not wrong to go to a coach. When there's going to a coach, then there's going to a coach. So what? It's no choice. It's what's happening. Going nowhere. But then there's when that energy can be very strong and that they're trying to make it better. Then when that energy is very strong, then they're trying to make it better. It's not wrong. It's that. It won't ever happen, or for a while, maybe for a while, but then that's what's happening. Yeah. Nothing is necessary, but that doesn't mean that you know now, I don't need anything. I don't need medicines. I don't need that, because that's what's happening, is it? That's a new concept. It's just going by itself. You don't know that there's nothing necessary or nothing wrong. It's energetic. That's completely something else. It's not a new concept or belief or way of living. It's everything. So coaching, therapy, when that's happening. But the only thing what's happening is talking. And there seems to be meaning in it. And we believe there's meaning and there's a new experience and that. There's talking and sitting. That's what's happening. But we are so into meaning and understanding and making something else of it. And it seems very helpful and all that. There's already what's happening. That's it. But we want to feel better. Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel better, but it's an embodied belief can be there, and wanting to feel better, that's a struggle. But so what? Then there's a struggle. When there's me, there's trying all kind of things. It can be very subtle and very say it in a very beautiful way, and still there's something going on. It's energetic. It's nothing to do with knowing. There's no knowing. There's no knowing about there's no me. I know that there's no me here. No, there's no knowing. No. In the beginning, when that, to explain a little bit, it's a story, but when that all dropped, I thought it's not sure. I'm not sure there's no me anymore. And there was some doubt because there was still tension, and I thought when there's tension in the body, then there's still me and all that. And there was still that thinking about it. The brain, that maybe the brain goes on for a while because it's very used to those kind of thoughts, and then suddenly they didn't come anymore. So that's it. And all the talking with a coach is useless. Yeah, but everything is useless. It's just talking. There can be talking. Yeah, and that's it. It's going. Nothing is going anywhere. Everything. There's no use for anything. It's what's happening. Talking, sitting. Yeah. It's very literally and simple. There's also no coach. There's another body. They're coming words. It's very literally this. And trying to deal with this message in the story, it's endless. It's the same as every other thing that's going on. You can't deal with this. You can't understand this and try to implant it in your life or do something with it in your life. That's the same as every therapy. It's like therapy or things that go on in the story. This is not for me. There's nothing in it for me, for you. Yeah.
Rose?
Yeah. Hi.
In a way, it is more freeing that there's no one there than there's no one here. It's a yeah, a big I don't know if freedom in this. There's no one there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the freedom. Yeah.
yeah. So there's many things stops with this yes, seeing there's no this another person don't know anything that can affect in a way. I don't know how to express it, but there's an enormous freedom in this.
There's no effect. There's like there's when I'm saying something, I'm affecting you. No, that isn't there too. No, that's what you mean. Yeah. No, there can be a feeling, but that's it. Yeah.
And just this to express without any limit or whatever, just this freedom to speak to each other, and it's just how it is, or how to.
That's the freedom, is that it's everything. So it doesn't, you don't, because what I remember is always looking about, oh, did I do the right thing, or I should behave in a certain way, or that, and there's nothing going on about behaving or trying, or it's just, oh, that's that. And if it's not nice, maybe it is not. There's nothing going on about right and wrong in that sense, and that's that's freeing. That's relaxing too, because that always busy with, do I do the right thing? My God, But it can be so strong. It's so embodied and so woo.
And this, am I good enough? And
sure.
All this shit.
And it's coloring everything. When that's there, that's coloring everything. So you can't get out of it. That's and then suddenly, oh, it's what it is. Yeah, of course. Oh God. And you can't even do it because you want to do it, because that's what we normally, what we know. And suddenly, oh, it's very, wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Rose, when you say it's energetic, is that a story then? Like
It's
when
a
you
story.
say that this me is embodied, but we know that, you know that, there is no me. That's a story, right?
It's talking in the story when I was saying it's energetic, because it's when I'm saying it's embodied. It's also a story, of course. It's explaining how that works, and that in the body it can be really in the body and affecting everything. That's the story, of course, because there's only moving a hand. That's it. Yeah.
And when you say that the dropping of the me, the apparent dropping of the me is also energetic as well, that's another story.
That's also a story. Yeah.
So energetic changes don't exist because that would imply time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's confusing, because there's talking in the story and in the same time talk. No, there's no story. That's.
Hey, Rose.
Hi.
Another question comes up. I'm just throwing it at the wall that you were
Okay.
pointing at before.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
So I heard Tony Parsons say that with the apparent dropping of the me, a change in perception happens. But I hear you say that there is no perception because there is no noticing of anything.
Yeah. Maybe that's
So
the change. Yeah, that's the change. There's no perception.
There is no
When
perception.
there's a perceiving and a looking at it, and there's just what is. Yeah. In that
It's just what
sense,
is.
there's a
So when
change.
you look at the tree, you don't see the tree as a real thing. It's just, what do you see?
Yeah, but it's not all the time that it's not seeing as that real, but not that you know. So there's not looking at the tree and then thinking or knowing, oh, it's not real. No, there's, yeah, looking at the tree. Nothing going on about that, or maybe thinking, oh, what is that leaf there? Oh, I don't know. Sometimes it's when there's looking, sometimes I have that when there's looking at buildings and then it's so stunning that nothing is real. It's suddenly like that. But it can also be looking at buildings and it's just seeing as they are and maybe seeing it real or not real. I don't know. I'm not busy with that. So it's that. Yeah. Sometimes it's stronger and sometimes not. Yeah. But in a way, it's energetic. So when there's everything is in appearance, and that's so, yeah, you could say embodied, but it's not really like that. But it's so there. I don't know how to say it. Then the importance of everything, it gets lost too. Not by thinking it, but it's in that sense, and the seriousness that get lost too. Something like that. It's very difficult to describe, but it's nice when you ask it. Yeah. When there's also, I was very busy with therapy and all that, and that, so about energetic, when somebody was asking me about what was going on, and I said, no, there's not so much, I'm not so much feeling anything, it's not so much. Yeah, but you should feel something. Maybe it's behind what you're feeling. I sense there's something, and I said, no, I don't know. I can't feel some feelings, or no, it's not there. And I couldn't, maybe that's also a difference. I couldn't look for it because when I was looking for feelings and I thought maybe it's behind that and there's something going on. I can't feel that maybe, and maybe trying to feel more something else. And that's lost too, the search for something else. So when somebody is saying that there's a wall between you and me, I don't see a wall. I don't feel a wall. It's what's happening. So when there's nothing feeling, there's nothing feeling. So there can't be an interpretation. That's lost. Some people don't want to hear that or don't understand because I can't. It's not that I'm behind a door or something like, or behind a wall. No, it's just that. It's, yeah. very literally. There can be the ability to abstract is still there. You can see that there's something behind or something like that. But that abstracting, like what do you feel and all that therapeutic things, it's lost. I don't know how to do it anymore. So that's completely lost. It's amazing. I did that all my life. Yeah.
So Rose,
Yeah.
when you are asked, how can it be that you react like this? That there's just,
I don't know.
yeah,
Then I said, I don't know where it comes from. It's just that. Yeah.
yeah,
And looking at it, I don't know how to do it anymore. That's so strange when I talk to people that are really used to it, and also with therapy and things like that. I don't know. That's crazy to see that it's. And when there's the talk, I was with somebody talking like that, and then she wasn't hearing. I said, yeah, but there's nothing going on. Yeah, but it can't be because I feel something and we are two people, and the whole story with that, I even couldn't follow her. That's amazing because I was so into that. It's like, oh, but I don't understand what you're saying. Oh my God. Yeah, but it's like that. Yeah. And
yeah,
there's just this. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And then it's suddenly seen also what a lot of interpretation is going on there. Well, wow, that's so normal. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's so literally. Wow. Wow. That's so, but you can't, it's lost. It was a bit silly. I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah, I couldn't do any more. And it was also not an awareness like what's going on here and all that. No, I couldn't. No, I could only say no. There's nothing going on. God, it's so naked. Also, yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It's really nice because it's so simple. Because we can make if I'm asked what's going on, yeah, I can
Yeah,
tell you a story.
yeah,
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 but
yeah,
it doesn't come.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter or whatever.
Mm.
Maybe it's and it's more like this that I don't know.
No, I don't know. What's going on here? What were you busy with? No, not so much with something. Yeah, that's, oh my God. It's with some people. It's very confronting because yeah, I'm superficial. Then somebody said, oh my God. Yeah, that's. It's just a word. I don't know what superficial is. That's really, but oh my God. So yeah, I can't, then that conversation has to stop because it's going nowhere. It can't. I can't. It's not that I think, oh, that's not true. No, I don't. What is superficial then? I don't know. I really don't know. What is superficial? I don't know. It's crazy. That's lost.
Yeah, in a way, it also can be. Are you stupid?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's true.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's he's really wrong. Yeah, yeah. But even that, the funny thing is, even when maybe when people really would say that, maybe that I don't know. But it's even like wrong. I don't know. No, it's like it's it's so strange. Then when it's not coming in, all those words. Maybe when say people, maybe it's stupid. Maybe there's a sensation coming. I don't know, or not, or yeah, you don't know. Yeah, it's completely. But that kind of conversation, it's going nowhere. So you can't speak in that way with me in that sense.
No.
That's crazy because most people are very yeah, when the people what in my situation in my environment were really into personal growing and all that, so that's very normal. And when you're out of it, I can't even. That's so. I didn't even know that the word like superficial, that I couldn't understand that anymore. So that's crazy. Of course. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sensations go unnoticed, Rose?
No, they're sensations that they felt like feelings or
But it's
pain.
something that just appears, has
Yeah, it
nothing to do with
appears,
you.
but there's nothing going on with it. There's nothing busy with it, you could say, or dealing with it, or that all that it doesn't come. It's just those thoughts that don't come. Yeah, that's by itself. So in that sense, I said there's no escape. There's only that. Yeah. Yeah. But every feeling is felt when there's a feeling, but it's not my feeling. That's also obvious. It's somewhere in space, so it's not really in the body. When it's really believed it's in the body, then it's felt like that. That's so it works. Well, when that's not that strong anymore, then but it doesn't mean it's not that strong anymore. But it can be very strong or very obvious. But in the same time, that's also, yeah, it's so crazy. Anyway, to talk when you talk about it is crazy. When it's going on, it's not crazy at all. But then it's there and it's not in the same time. So, yeah.
Did your friends notice a difference with you?
I don't know. I don't speak so much about it. So,
Not
I
coming
don't
from
know.
you, but did they just mention anything that's different with you without you bringing it up?
Yeah. No, not so much. There are some relations that stopped. There's some things that are stopped. Some people I can't go on. That didn't go on. That's more what's different. Yeah. No, I don't know. No. I think, but that's more after that sometimes when there's also nothing going on, there's something wrong with anything with somebody else. So that can, but it's not that that noticed, or it can be. It's nice to be with me, or something like some people say that, but that can be with a friend who's not so like, oh, this is right and I don't like this or all that. When somebody is not like that, then it's easy to be with somebody. So then, but it's just a story. I don't know. Mm. I'm not, that's more, I'm really, I don't care. It's a bit straight to say, but I'm not busy with that. It's just not, then when I was with a friend, then thinking about what was going on in that conversation. It's just when that friend isn't there, so then there's being in the garden, and then nothing is going on about that friend anymore. So I can't remember. Yeah, sometimes, but not really. So difficult to say. Mm. But Rose is not important. How Rose does everything or senses things, and it's not important. That's just the story of that. It's why should you know? It's already that what's going on. So you don't need to hear about what Rose is doing or something. It's you don't need that. It's just a story. It's everything. So when there's a behavior and then there's a lot of thinking about it, then there are a lot of thoughts about it. And that's exactly how it is. You don't need to hear it from somebody else. There's no one. So there's nothing and no one doing things. Also there's also no me and you or another person. There's also no one. So it's just what's happening by itself, like that. There's no one intentionally, there's no meaning, there's no free will or responsibility or that. It's what's happening by itself. That's it. No guilt. Yeah. Yeah. There's no one. So it's going by itself. It's energy. It's energetic. Attraction. That can be like that. No cause, no effect. That cause and effect is in the story and in time. There's no cause and effect. It's what's happening. That's it. That's it. And it's nothing has any reason. It is. Life is. It's that. For no reason. That's the joy. You can't take this home. You can't do anything with this. That's the joy. You don't need to, because it's already that what's happening, that behavior, everything. Wow. Life isn't interested in you. Life isn't interested in you. It doesn't see you. There's no you. There's no me. It's energetic by itself.
What do you mean when you say it's energetic? Is energetic
It's
attraction and
energy.
repulsion?
contracted, and then it's suddenly contraction, that's energetic, and then there's a response, that's energy going like that, in that sense. Everything is energetic, it's going, a movement, just an impulse, you could say. Yeah, not by anyone. It's life. It's like minus and how do you say, minus and plus, or or all that. It's energetic, and we think, oh, I did that, and you did that for me, and why do you do that? And that's not lies and all that. Life isn't interested in those stories. It's just a story. Doesn't see stories. It's and then the brain and then that whole construct is busy with, oh, this is why and how can I do and all. And then it's a dream. It's a lot of energy going nowhere. Seems very important. But it's also energetic. It's not wrong. A lot of being busy with trying to deal with it. Oh, that's so strong. But it's also energetic. There's no one. It's already no one. It's just happening by itself.
So would you say it's just chaotic energy without any intention?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. It's an appearance. When there seems like the body is real and that circumstances are real and the table is real, then there's something else going on, because then it becomes important. I'm here and you are there and you're reacting on me, and I have also feelings and all that. And then there's a lot of complication going on, because it's my property and then all that is going on. And I want to feel good and all that. When there's no one, and it's very obvious, it's an appearance, that then it's all one. There's no difference, there's no distance, there are no borders. It's only different energy. There's also no individuals then. Yeah. Doesn't mean I see the same as you, like bodies and everything, of course. But it's amazing to hear that there's only one. It's an appearance, and all energies is going, and it seems like bodies and tables and streets. Well, it's one. It's energy. There's no distance. There's no distance. You can't get your head around it, but in a way, it can be like, oh, there's something about it. Yeah. And it's everything. It's everything. That's the joy. There's no better or more important. Everything has the same importance or no importance at all. Nothing is serious. It's that without any meaning. This is not better than that. No, it's the same in that sense. It's different, but in importance, no, it's the same. Whoa, that's already, wow, that's amazing that it can't be wrong because it's everything. It's one. So it's one appearance. It's just doesn't matter what it is. We're so into this. It matters. This is important and this is unimportant or this is better. And then it's amazing to hear that it's everything. So in that sense, nothing matters because it's everything. And it doesn't matter if it's this or it's in the street or in the garden or eating candies or drinking alcohol or a table. It's that. Doesn't mean it's nice. Can be any feeling. There can be all kind of feelings for no one. And that's it. Comes and goes. Yeah. Hmm. It's not always nice. It can be tired. And there's tired. Yeah. Look at little children. That's it. The way that they don't have that abstraction. So they have that ability. And then it's just everything. And then a lot of energy and then screaming. And yeah, it's like that. Just that. But that's this. And it's already, when there's a lot of patterns, it seems like, oh, but there's a lot of tension in the body and the patterns and all that. That's the story. There can be tension, then there's tension, yeah, can be there. So it's not for someone, it's tension. That's it. Tension. That's it. And there's sitting, and then there's no story. So wonderful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Mm. And I already got a heart. Oh,
And
again. Oh, again. Whoa, whoa. God. Oh, my God. Oh, so sweet. Mm. Oh, my God. It's warm. Get warm. Oh. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Oh, so sweet. Oh. Mm. Oh. Oh. It's already everything. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Mm,
Thank you, Rose.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Roes.
Wait, I can